Hello, everybody.
Welcome back to Hit or Miss Hallmark Movie Reviews.
Happy New Year, everyone.
We are back with Hallmark's New Year, New Movies.
I hope everyone had a fabulous holiday, and if you didn't, that's okay. It's a new year, new start.
Yeah, New Year, New Start. Yeah. There are 4 premieres this month.
Well, 5, including the Hallmark movies and mysteries. But today, we are starting with
Love on the Right Course. Ding.
Starring Ashley Newbrough and Marcus Rosner together again. Yes.
Yeah.
And while we didn't really enjoy flipping for Christmas as a whole, we thought the two of them together had great chemistry, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
We'll see if they can do it again.
Can they do it again? We shall see.
Writers here are Brittany Bristow, and this is her first writing credit for Hallmark.
Cool.
But we are very familiar with her as a leading lady in Hallmark movies, such as A Safari Romance, A Tale of Love, and Home for a Royal Heart. The other writer here is Dustin Keating, and his IMDb only lists this movie.
Yeah. The director here is Stefan Sciani. Some other credits include Mariah's Lighthouse. We liked that one. Christmas at Castle Hart, and The Dancing Detective, A Deadly Tango.
So, what's this one about?
Whitney is a professional golfer who is struggling to make the cut to qualify for her next tournament in Europe. She returns to Budapest and the golf course her family owns there to reevaluate her career. She finds that her father, who has grown reclusive since losing his wife 2 years ago, has handed over the day-to-day operations of the club to laid-back new golf pro Daniel. As the pair get to know each other, it's not only Whitney's game that has a shot at winning. He's gonna win in love too, right?
I mean, right away, as soon as I saw that Marcus Rosner's character was like in with the dad, I was like, well, he's gonna leave half the golf resort to him.
Yeah, you did say that right away.
In the last movie, yeah.
So, what do we think of this? Okay, first off, though, I want to mention the IMDb synopsis for this movie is totally incorrect. It says the father was injured, and that's why she returns home. And it also says that she meets Austin at the golf course, not Daniel. And then there's no mention of her being a pro golf player. It's all over the place and like wildly inaccurate. I just wanted to get that out there in case people are like going to the IMDb page before watching this. It's not about that. It's completely wrong.
Wow.
As of this morning. Okay, New Year, New Movies, I don't think has the best track record with the exception of last year, because that's when we had the Wedding Veil sequels come out. So
yeah, they weren't that great.
They weren't great, but they were still better than the norm that comes out in January.
Yeah, I guess.
January in general typically has a bad month for movie releases, not even just Hallmark, I mean just generally speaking. So I think we were a little leery with this one, at least I was. I don't think the previews did anything to help it, really. You know, for me personally, I want a more wintry movie in January. I typically want to feel cozy. I want like warm, nestled-in cabin in Vail or Vermont vibes. You know what I mean? Like, so again, I was unsure about this one being very summery and about golf and, you know.
I mean, hell no. January is high time for people taking vacations and going to play golf. So I think it was nice to give us a calm, lush, greenfield movie for the first outing. We still have months of winter to go, and since it just snowed yesterday for like the first time, I'm good with snow being not in the movies.
I understand why they did it, and yes, those are very good reasons. I just generally am still in the cozy, nestled in at home vibe. That's
there'll be lots of it.
Oh, I know. Also, I'm never a fan of sports-centered storylines on Hallmark anyway. Maybe with the exception of like a small handful that we've seen. But I do love a destination Hallmark movie. So
it's both.
Like, I was also intrigued. I had lots of feelings going on. I didn't know where this was going. Summer, golf, Budapest. I didn't know how it all fit together.
I mean, I will say in terms of Hallmark sports movies, this is one of the best, if not the best, they've put forward. Because usually they're, pretty inaccurate and just bad. And it's actually odd that we haven't seen more golf movies because it's probably one of the easier sports to pull off because it's such like a personal, intimate game and literally anyone plays. Anyone can play, anyone does play.
Okay.
And I'm a huge golf fan, and Love on the Right Course did a fine job using it as a backdrop. Like, I wasn't bothered by anything.
Like, I thought this movie was fine overall. I wasn't overly enthusiastic about it, but it kept my interest for the most part. And something that I actually appreciated about it was the pacing, and I'm a sucker for good pacing. Although some of the discourse I saw online about the film said it was slow and boring, but I think it took its time in a good way, like much like the game of golf. And I'm not sure if the filmmakers made that choice purposely, but in the end, I saw that connection where the pace and the subject matter are similar, and I appreciated that.
I mean, I think that definitely was purposeful, and
I would hope so.
The pacing of the film completely suited the theme.
Yes, that's exactly, yeah. You know, when the subject matter of these Hallmark movies is about a specific thing, like sports or art, for example, they sometimes don't really show a lot of that thing. You know, like the first...
usually they avoid it.
Yeah, they avoid it, or like they skirt around it because, you know, the actors aren't trained in that thing. The first example that comes to mind is the Christmas mural, where there was practically no art anywhere, minimal art in an art movie.
A lot of wood.
Yeah. So I'm glad that they showed a lot of golf in this movie, and I don't particularly like golf, or, you know, I just don't know a lot about it, but it's, you know, it's the driving narrative force in this story, then yeah, you should show a lot of that. And they did, which I liked.
Yeah.
Also, Ashley and Marcus looked amazing while playing. I thought they looked like they had good form. Like, what did you think as a golf player?
I mean, yeah, as I was saying, they did a really good job at making it seem like their actors knew what they were talking about and doing. Like, they at least looked semi-comfortable in the action shots.
Yeah.
Both Marcus and Ashley took a bunch of lessons leading up to the film, so it really showed.
Oh, that does show. Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
you'd think you would do that if you're playing a pro golfer. Right?
Well, I mean,
as an actor,
there's up-close shots. You can't
Yeah.
fake somebody from the front on taking a swing, so you...
True. Well, I'm glad they took it, you know, seriously, I guess. I thought these two just look great on screen, period. Like, they're just so attractive, good-looking people. They also, like, really have great energy. I think more so Ashley, but they're both, like, really good together on screen. Like, very complimentary to each other. Their looks, I mean.
Yeah, they're great. I mean, these two are my new favorite matchup, and you know, we got them so close together that I don't know if we'll get to see them again this year, but I hope they do more together.
This is already their third time together, so people are liking them together, I think. From the looks of it on screen, Budapest looks beautiful. I'm glad they showed a bit of the country. I kind of wish they would show even more of the country. But what they did show was gorgeous. Such beautiful colors, quaint cobblestone streets. Actually, there was one scene where the steps on that street looked very dangerous to navigate, but I liked the framing of that scene when her and her father were both coming down.
Yeah, it was really nice.
And what they were talking about was something quite serious and scary and nerve-wracking, kind of like selling the house. So the scene kind of matched like the, like the subject matter matched like the location in the scene.
Yeah.
Again, which I'm hoping is a purposeful choice. Okay, some throwaway plot points for me was the real estate agent and her scheming to get her commission off the father's property. I mean, that seemed very phoned in to me, just like an added source of tension for the sake of adding extra tension.
Yeah, but maybe it was because the other tension wasn't really...
Well, yes, because we already had that tension, which was Whitney and her ex-caddy randomly showing up in Budapest after he already quit, and then Daniel feeling like he was like being replaced. But like, we didn't need any other tension. Like, the father came to the realization of not wanting to sell on his own. It wasn't the fact that people were looking at the house and he felt pressure and like, whatever. Like, he knew he didn't want to leave right off the bat, right?
Yeah, that was a little dumb though.
It was unnecessary, I think.
But on that note, I really liked the writing angle of using like the caddy as the ex-boyfriend type character, really. He was
the worst. I did not
and
like
in terms
him.
of like golf movies in general, you don't really get a good angle on the importance of the golfer-caddy relationship and how important it is. It's kind of weird that other golf movies don't really touch on that, and this did. And also on that note, I think that Brittany Bristow's first writing venture went extremely well. Like, I can honestly say I enjoyed this movie more than any of her parents' productions. So way to go, Britt. I'm excited to see more from her.
That's funny. You know, it was pretty even keeled. For me, it was fine. It was just fine. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. I would only maybe rewatch it if the power went out and this was the only movie that I had saved on a hard drive or something like that and I needed to watch something. So that's not great, but
it's a hard drive.
It's a hard drive
that doesn't
movie.
require power.
Oh wait, electricity.
Yeah.
Why don't we get to performances?
Okay.
So as we said, Ashley and Marcus, insanely good looking, just visually look great together on screen.
Yeah, the pinnacle humans strike again.
Oh my God, ridiculous. But I just want to say, like, I think Marcus's character at times, you know, does that thing that I absolutely hate, you know, like dumbing down a character.
And I just thought it'd be best to back away and give you the space that you needed to prepare for your tournament.
So then why didn't you ask me? I was telling Andrew that I wanted to ask you to be my caddy.
I did not know that.
towards the end of the movie, he seemed like this kind of sulking child. Like, you know, how
Standard.
about just talking to Whitney, asking her what she wants instead of just doing this passive aggressive thing where you're assuming you're out and she no longer wants to like work with you or be with you, whatever. Like, I hate when they reduce the character to just like a dumb child.
I mean, that happens so often.
He wasn't like that in the beginning, and I don't know, he just turned. To me, that's a form of lazy writing. It's an easy way to create conflict, and that's lazy.
Yeah, that's like cookie cutter Hallmark. That's why when the caddy showed up, he was the ex-boyfriend. That's all that was. And then he got jealous, and it was the same thing.
She did say that she didn't date him, though.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter. He was just acting as the ex-boyfriend character.
Right,
There
okay.
was jealousy there.
I just didn't like his character towards the end. So my standout is Ashley. She played a really confident woman golf player. You know, I believed her. I liked watching her on screen. I think at times she can come off as a little bit cold, but that didn't actually bother me too much here. I think that fit the character. She wasn't mean by any means, but like just like firm and, you know, at times sure of herself. But when she wasn't sure of herself, she didn't like reduce the character down to a petty, sulking, like, woe is me type of
Yeah,
person,
but that's,
right? That was
I mean,
good.
in Marcus's case, that's just how it was written, right? Yeah, Ashley is also my standout. Marcus was great, and it is a shame that his character got sidelined with the standard brooding whininess that they throw in most of these movies.
Hate it.
But yeah, but I thought Ashley was better than ever, actually. She seemed like comfortable and confident, but like just bratty enough to make you believe that she is a rich white girl with an entire golf course at her disposal.
I didn't think she was too bratty, though.
No, not just a little bit. Like there's some kind of like, you know, a couple scenes where she like went running to daddy and I was like, all right, yeah, that tracks. It's fine. Anyways, why don't we get to Hit Picky, Nit Picky?
Okay, my nit is those quick I love yous at the end. Like, how and when did these two people fall in love? It was very, very fast. I think I blinked and they were in love. I think it's better to say, you know, I think I'm really starting to fall in love with you, or something
Actually,
along those lines.
that's how it started, and then the other person. I think.
I
both.
mean, I know, like you have to go for the gusto when you're saying those kind of things. You don't want to be too timid or whatever. But like, come on, it's too fast. Or like, not even anything about love. Like, I can't wait to see what the future holds for us. Or I don't know, something. You know, like I don't know. I can't think of off the top of my head. But like, you know what I mean?
Here's the thing with that. That is the one thing that Brittany Bristow kept congruent to her parents' productions. The double "I love you" before the kiss at the end may as well like be on the Bristow family coat of arms. Check the tapes. It's literally in every single one of their movies.
The double I love you and the double kiss.
Yeah, no, there's no kiss unless there's a double "I love you." Period.
Right. But then they kissed twice, right?
Well, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as they both make it very clear that they're falling in love or are in love, then they can kiss. That's it. Nit, I guess, the no messages notification that she got
Weird.
had me like in stitches.
So that
like, I was
doesn't
literally
exist,
laughing.
right?
No, it was like,
No.
boop. Like, oh, you have 0 messages. I was like, what? No.
What a loser. No.
Never. Nit, the bratty caddy. I mean, I thought the character was good. I just can't believe that there would ever be a caddy that bad. Like
He was
like,
the worst. Who goes around saying to the person that's playing in a pro golf tournament, you gotta focus more. I can't believe we're gonna lose again.
I
What
know.
are you doing?
And they
Like,
do.
you're
They get
such
like
a-
10 or 15% of the purse, right? So
Oh my
it does
God.
matter to them, but you'd never ever. You'd be fired day one. Like, are you
I'm sure-
kidding me?
I'm sure there's a
gotta be-
different way.
It's insane that they weren't boyfriend and girlfriend because it's the only way that he would even be part of that.
That's what it seemed like because he was acting very unprofessional with her. Hit. The wardrobe for me was perfection. I loved it. The bright colored golf shirts, the gorgeous flowy dresses,
Skirts.
skirt, everything these two wore, they looked fantastic. Marcus looked particularly handsome in this one blue and white collared golf t-shirt.
Yeah, I really
damn.
liked that one. I want to check the Hallmark Closet site for all those pieces.
So good.
But
Very
I mean,
good job.
they have a lot to choose from there. Like golf is a
Right.
very stylish sport. Like it has a dress code. You can't go to courses unless you're wearing dress pants.
Yeah.
Or like
sure.
nice like stuff.
They took advantage of that. That's good.
Of course, yeah,
That's
they did.
good.
And they both looked awesome for sure. Hit. From what I can tell, Brittany Bristow is great at golf.
Oh yeah.
Like, I feel like she probably wrote this movie for herself to play. But yeah, aside from the shot at the end that, you know, she wrote her missing.
Yeah.
Her swing and her form is like top notch. Like I was like, wow, holy crap. There's
Yeah.
zero chance that she hasn't been taking lessons like since she was a kid. She actually swung like a female pro.
I
Like
don't know
the other
anything.
girl they had in the thing that was probably a pro.
yeah.
didn't look any better than her. Like,
She
in the
looked great.
form.
Like, even me, someone who knows nothing, like, that form looked, like, tight. Like, I could see technique
Yeah,
in
no,
it.
she's definitely good. She definitely plays. That's another thing. This is probably like, you know, the Bristow family goes there to play golf every year or something. It's probably like a family
For
trip.
sure.
She wrote around that. Same with like McLean Nelson with Heidelberg Holiday.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
something
yeah.
you probably just go on vacation somewhere and like, well, I can write a movie around this.
Yeah. A hit. The famous Hungarian chimneys.
Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiree.
Now that's some like great attention to detail. I loved it. I
Yeah.
think I screamed out loud, "Oh my God, Eva's Originals!"
Yeah.
Because in Canada, I'm not sure if they're everywhere else. I don't know, but we definitely have them here in Canada. And
Yeah.
you know, they make these delicious like donut pastry, cinnamon sugar.
They call them
thingies.
chimneys.
Chimneys,
They're
yeah, because of the shape.
delicious.
And then at Eva's, they fill them with ice cream. But here, they were walking down the street and just kind of
Yeah,
like peeling away.
He's just eating an empty cone. I was like, yeah,
Loved the attention to detail. Loved the authenticity there. That was great.
yeah, well done.
Yeah. Anyway,
All right, well, let's
Checklist.
get to the checklist.
back to the normal
report card.
checklist.
Oh, yeah.
We've
Well.
been doing Christmas for so long, I forgot what these ones were.
I know,
My God. Promotion or deadline?
definitely.
Yes, it was the tournament, right?
Career-driven lead.
Yes.
Absolutely. It was all of them.
A big misunderstanding. I would say yes, Daniel thinking that he's out of the job of coach
Yeah.
because Bratty Catty came back. God.
A change of heart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Someone gets dumped, fired, quits, dies. Yes.
Well, yeah, somebody got fired.
Yeah.
Thank God.
He also quit at first, and he seemed to have forgotten that and went on a plane to Budapest anyway.
Yeah, that was so weird.
Weird. I was like, did this guy just show up all the way in Budapest even though he quit? And he like strides in like, hey, when are we getting to work?
Yeah,
It's like,
I was just in London. Like,
No,
yeah,
you
that's
quit.
sort of close, I guess. But
You
I
quit.
don't know. Yeah, that was dumb.
Yeah.
Second romance subplot. I say yes because
Oh,
there
do
was
you?
the dad with that girl that he went to lunch with. They started it, they just didn't follow
They
up on
started it, but they didn't follow up because that's why I said no. I mean, I remember that, but I said no.
I mean, it was there. They didn't nourish it or make it seem like an actual romance, but that was
Okay.
what it was intended to be.
Proposal or wedding? No.
Travel issues. Definitely not. Everybody seemed to get where they were going real quick.
And like far away.
It's like,
They're
yeah,
traveling far
I'll
away.
be right there.
Selling the house, business, farm.
Golf course.
Golf
yeah.
course, yes, which is also their house. God, so rich.
I mean,
Looking
yeah.
at that house, like,
could
damn.
scrape together 200,000 euros.
He's like, I don't have that kind of money. I'm like, well, okay.
I thought for sure they were gonna go to the angle of like, oh, she needs to win the purse now.
Right,
I guess
right. And then
what
she
it-
wins the tournament and then pays for the
That would have been a
house or
little
whatever.
too Happy Gilmore. He was literally only doing it to buy his grandma's house out.
Oh, did Happy Gilmore actually do that? He
Sort of,
needed the
yeah.
money to
Yeah,
buy.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I need to watch that movie.
You do.
Yeah.
Big city, small town transition. No.
The Almost Kiss.
No.
No.
Double I love you kiss.
Gross.
And Mad Dash, go get her.
Yes.
There was.
Daniel went to the golf tournament
I liked that.
to be her caddy
Mm.
and her daddy.
Caddy?
And her daddy.
No.
I tried to think of something dirty.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either. It's dumb. Cut it out.
So, did this hit or miss the hallmark for you?
Okay, this is hard for me because, like, would I actually say it's a hit? Was this a hit? I don't think I would watch it again. I'm gonna say this was a miss for me, but not like a hard miss. A soft miss. I didn't hate it. I just was indifferent about it. It was okay. It was okay. Maybe if you love golf, you totally relate to this more.
But yeah, I would give this a hit because any
you liked
of the
it.
things I was worried about weren't a worry. And, you know, for comparing Bristow movies, this one stands above all of them.
True. And for
Apparently-
first time writing, amazing.
Yeah.
Really good job. Yeah. Guys, thank you so much. Let us know what you thought
Yeah.
about this one. First movie of 2024 Hallmark New Year, New Movies.
Did it hit or miss the hallmark for you?
Let us know.
What?
Let us know in the comments below.
Please. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already.
We'll be back very soon with the second movie,
Very soon. What is the second movie?
A Scottish Love Scheme.
Ooh, another Scottish one.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
We shall see.
Until next episode.
Bye.
Bye.